Gemini Horoscope. Second half of July 2025, major shifts, magnetic energy, and bold opportunities await dear Gemini. Welcome to the second half of July 2025, a time when the universe nudges you toward a powerful transformation. There's an electric pulse in the air, and you can feel it. You've sensed for a while now that something is stirring below the surface, like the hum of distant thunder before a summer storm. And now, finally, the skies begin to open. This is the moment many of you have been waiting for, full of momentum, challenge, surprise, and, yes, the possibility of real, lasting rewards. This is not a quiet chapter. The second half of July is written in bold type for Gemini. You are standing at a turning point, and what happens now could set the tone for the months ahead, and perhaps even the next few years. Let's explore what lies ahead for you, sign by sign, star by star. A financial surge fueled by celestial movement. Let's begin with your finances. This period, especially starting around mid-July, is unusually active due to the movement of the Sun into your financial house. Combined with the influence of Mercury and supportive aspects from Jupiter, this transit brings momentum and possibility in the financial sphere. Some of you might stumble upon a surprising cash inflow, perhaps a bonus from work, repayment of an old debt you've forgotten, or approval for a loan or financial aid you'd long given up on. Imagine, for instance, applying for a business grant months ago and suddenly receiving a call saying you've been approved. That's the sort of sudden windfall energy that's hovering around you now. Others may benefit from side gigs or collaborative ventures that bloom into something bigger. If you've been freelancing, consulting, or even selling handmade products online, this may be when your income surpasses your expectations. Even casual investments or digital assets might surprise you, so stay alert and keep your intuition sharp. But while the gains may be large, they aren't guaranteed. You'll need to be proactive, strategic, and most importantly, grounded. Make smart financial choices, research thoroughly, and don't rush into anything too risky. Teamwork, travel, and tangible luck. There's an equally interesting shift happening in the way you connect with others, especially professionally. The second half of July marks a heightened emphasis on teamwork, travel, and large-scale collaboration. This is a time when your ability to work within a group and even lead could take you far. Imagine this. You're working on a project with people from different backgrounds, time zones, or even countries. There's initial chaos, of course, but slowly, your communication skills and adaptability begin to shine. You become the glue that holds the project together, and higher-ups start to take notice. By the end of the month, you could find yourself not just applauded but promoted, or at least offered more responsibility. If you've been dreaming about traveling for work, studying abroad, or even moving to a different city or country, this is the time when those dreams may start to take shape. Some Geminis might receive job offers in new locations, while others may find opportunities to travel for short-term assignments, training, or retreats. The world wants to open up to you, and all you need to do is take the first step. Unexpected wealth. But not without a price. There's a lingering aura of big money around your chart now. Money that doesn't come through everyday effort but through larger mechanisms. Think loans, inheritances, investor funding, or settlements. However, these opportunities may come tied with complexity or responsibility. For example, receiving a large sum through a business partnership may mean giving up a level of control or signing a long-term contract. Or if you're offered a mortgage or large investment, it could lead to lifestyle changes or sacrifices in other areas. This is the universe saying, yes, I will reward you, but can you handle the weight of what comes with it? Your ability to manage this phase lies not in how much you gain, but how wisely you handle it. Emotional discipline and financial foresight are your secret weapons. A time of professional blossoming and new burdens. This period could also mark a critical point in your career. The second half of July shows rising energy in your professional zone, particularly through aspects linked to responsibility and leadership. You might feel the weight of expectations increasing. Perhaps you're promoted to lead a team or handed a demanding client project. It's exciting, no doubt, but also exhausting. One Gemini woman, for instance, working in corporate HR, could find herself assigned to restructure an entire department. The task is daunting, but the recognition she receives becomes a springboard for her career. Or a Gemini man running a small business may secure a government contract, doubling his revenue, but now he has to manage employees and tax reporting at a whole new level. So while the gains are real, the workload increases too. This is not a time to coast, it's a time to build. Plant the seeds now with care, and you'll harvest something extraordinary in the coming months. The end of one path, the birth of another. Not every Gemini will be riding a wave of professional victory. For some, this period may mark the end of a chapter, especially in career or living situation. Whether by choice or circumstance, a sudden disruption may occur. Perhaps you're laid off, or a project is canceled. Maybe your lease ends unexpectedly, or a relationship with a business partner unravels. It's unsettling, even painful. But don't rush to patch it up. Instead, ask, what is the space trying to make room for? Astrological influences suggest that any ending now is making way for a bold new beginning. Within the ashes of disruption, you may discover freedom you never thought you needed. A forced move may land you in a neighborhood filled with like-minded creatives. A career pause could steer you to start a business you've dreamt about for years. Stay open. Change doesn't always knock, it sometimes kicks the door down. Love, relationships, and unpredictable encounters. Now let's talk about love and human connection. With Venus and Ketu casting shadows and sparks over your relationship zone, the second half of July could bring new people into your life or shift the dynamic in existing bonds. Some Geminis may encounter magnetic personalities, people who awaken something dormant in them. This could be a romantic connection, a platonic friendship, or even a mentor-like figure. These connections often come during chance meetings, at an event, through a mutual friend, or even online. For those already in relationships, this is a time to reassess. Are you walking in the same direction, or merely side by side? There may be power struggles or moments of tension, but also the potential for deeper emotional honesty. And here's an interesting note, this is a powerful time for social involvement. You may find yourself pulled into community issues, activism, or causes that matter to you. Whether it's organizing a charity event, speaking out online, or helping a friend in need, your presence in the world matters now. Travel smart and protect your assets as your schedule heats up. So do the risks, especially around travel and possessions. Strong planetary aspects point to the potential for unexpected expenses and accidents. These may not be catastrophic, but they can disrupt plans and drain your resources. Think, a sudden car repair right before a trip, losing your wallet in a foreign city, or a missed flight due to miscommunication. Double-check reservations. Ensure valuable items. Don't skip on the details. The universe is not being cruel, it's just reminding you to be aware of what you carry and where you're going. Emotionally, too, you may feel more sensitive about money. Old wounds around security, fear of loss, or family pressure might rise to the surface. If this happens, don't suppress it. Instead, talk it through with someone you trust. A little emotional release could prevent a bigger eruption later. Hidden enemies, subtle struggles behind all the movement and opportunity. There's a quieter thread running through this period. The presence of hidden enemies or subtle opposition. These aren't obvious confrontations. Rather, they manifest as gossip, passive resistance, or quiet sabotage, often in the workplace or close social circles. One Gemini professional might discover that a colleague has been undermining their efforts behind the scenes. Another may find themselves entangled in office politics or family dramas they didn't ask for. The key is this: don't engage in pettiness. Maintain your integrity. Act clearly, fairly, and with documentation when necessary. And when in doubt, take a step back and reflect before reacting. Interestingly, your luck is amplified when you do good. Charitable acts, especially those involving education, health, or community, can counteract negative karma now. Something as simple as donating school supplies, helping a struggling friend, or volunteering your skills can subtly shift the energy around you. Final thoughts: the second half of July 2025 is not a time to play it safe, Gemini. It's a time to move forward, eyes wide open and heart ready. Yes, there are bumps in the road, but you're not a stranger to turbulence. If anything, you thrive in motion. The stars are not handing you guarantees, but they are giving you chances to rise, to connect, to transform, to say yes to the life you really want, not the one you settle for. So take a deep breath, step into the new, and remember, the universe moves in spirals, not straight lines. What feels chaotic today may reveal itself as a hidden blessing tomorrow. Good luck, Gemini. Your story is just getting interesting.